Let's go back 10 years. The internet was just starting to become popular, and there weren't any smartphones or Wi-Fi networks to learn of the latest happenings instantaneously. People learned of the day's happenings from either reading the newspaper or watching the nightly news. Today, things are more than just slightly different.
At the beginning of each semester, I say, well, where do you get your news? Well, most of my guys get their breaking news from Twitter, okay? They don't get it from the New York Times. They don't get it from the Tribune or the Missourian or the Wall Street Journal. They get it from Twitter.
Twitter, along with other social media websites, is an easy way for people to find out the latest news quickly. In order to keep their followers happy, news stations need to stay up to date on what is happening throughout the day and not just during the newscasts.
It's all about instant, and so people are no longer waiting for the news to come on at 5 o'clock or 10 o'clock. They are expecting to know what's going on before they even watch the news. So they're getting that through social media. So we are putting all of that, we have to incorporate that into how we do it on a daily basis to still hopefully be able to give them some information on Twitter, enough that they'll want to still come and watch at 10 o'clock or whatever time. And so it's become part of our daily life. We're no longer waiting to get the news out there. When we get it, it goes online, it goes on social media, and then you'll do the full story for the newscast.
Social media sites are not only useful to receive information, they are also a good source to inform the public of happenings as well. In February 2010, a video was leaked to YouTube of a SWAT raid in Columbia, Missouri that showed a drug bust handled more forcefully than it needed to be. That video received national attention and even caused people to file complaints from out of state to Columbia City Council. If it had not been leaked, things would have been handled much differently.
Probably it wouldn't have gotten as much attention, period. I don't know that news media would have even picked up on it. You know, you get one viewer saying they're not happy with things. Well, a lot of viewers aren't happy with different things with the police. So unless you have that evidence of the video and you know that people care about it, it's not necessarily as big of a story. So it just kind of depends. But yeah, I think it definitely makes a big difference.
Unfortunately, with sites like Twitter, you can't believe everything you read.
One of the biggest issues we have with kind of the open, nature of the web is that there really is the only standard is, what's getting traffic, and there is a lot of misinformation out there, and there's a lot of opinion, kind of driven interpretation of facts.
An example of recent misinformation happened in March 2011. Chris Lincoln, a reporter in Tulsa, Oklahoma, tweeted that Mike Anderson, the head coach of the Missouri Tigers basketball team, was going to be announced as the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks on March 21st. While Anderson eventually was, at the time, the information had not been confirmed and sent Missouri fans into a tweeting frenzy, gaining so much popularity that Anderson became a trending topic.
You have to be really careful, I think, on how much you trust social media and go with it for on air, because when you say something in a newscast, people expect that to be credible information. But I think as long as you attribute it, if you're going to say, here's what people are saying on Twitter, then you can use it. And, especially for what people are seeing on scene, my house is damaged, that kind of stuff. But you have to be careful not to take any facts. You can't go with a rumor that's spreading on Twitter that you haven't confirmed.